Hello everyone, I'm gonna be doing a commentary on the Lixon's Tapes episode. I don't know if anybody knows this. I mean, I tried to make it as obvious as possible, but this is actually a remake of a older version, which I'm still pretty proud of, but the story isn't very accurate anymore. I mean, overall, the episode's pretty outdated, so, I'm gonna be doing a commentary. Me and, Zoltan the Man Ray, or just Ray, I just call him Ray, we decided to just remake it, remaster everything, so a lot is different in the original version than this version, but this is gonna be the actual version, and we're not gonna remake it again. I really hope not, but yeah, so, yeah, I guess we can just get along. I guess we can just go along. Alright. Warning, this video contains flashing lights, loud noises, a few jump scares, and some graphic imagery. Viewer discretion is advised. Yeah, that's partly inspired by the FNAF warning screen where it says, "This video game contains flashing lights, loud noises, and lots of jump scares," or whatever it says. Yeah, this is the part that Ray recorded himself. Honestly, I'm not a big fan of how he records his things with, how he, scratches the microphone at the beginning. I know it's supposed to be, him picking up the recorder or whatever, turning it on or whatever. I know what it's meant to be. I just don't like it. It's really loud. It's kind of... I just don't like it that much. Yeah. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, I think the episode turned out pretty good overall. I don't have that much to say. As this goes on, I'll probably get reminded of a few things, but there's really not much that I have to say. In this part, Clarkus, or Ray, said that the place was solar powered. Me and him decided to just ultimately scrap that because it makes little to no sense. It doesn't make any sense because in the original one and in this one, the place has a power down kind of thing where it goes pew and then it goes black and stuff, and then Wesley kills Jacob in the original version after the place goes dark. So the place still goes dark, but Wesley doesn't kill Jacob in this version. If the place was solar powered, it wouldn't make any sense why the place would shut down in the first place, so just ultimately decided to scrap that idea, just the whole concept as a whole. These backgrounds, showing off Wesley Burger, are actually pretty recent screenshots. I took a few screenshots before it premiered, last night. I put Kanye West and Wesley Burger, and I put Kane Pixels, that iconic one where I don't remember who it was, but it was Movies Insider or something. They said Kane Pixels is now officially the youngest director or whatever. He is only 20 years old or whatever. People have been memeing it all over TikTok. It's pretty fun. I will admit. And I put him in there. I'll put a screenshot right here. yeah, pretty funny stuff, I will admit. But yeah, honestly, I'll keep saying this a lot. I think this episode turned out pretty good. In this photo that I took, you can actually see the menu. I took a picture of a McDonald's menu or something, and I put it on there, and it's just on the wall. It doesn't even make any sense because it's not even where the kitchen is anymore, but I don't care, alright? Quite frankly, I do not care. If Wesley Burger ever shows up again in a cinematic format with the lights on, I would definitely remodel the entire thing, because I didn't really remodel much in this episode. Really all I remodeled was the exterior, which is a completely different set, and I also remodeled the entry room to, overall, I tried to make this place look much as a Chuck E. Cheese as I could, but it's always pretty difficult to model real-life places because it doesn't matter where you are. Every single real-life place is extremely detailed, and it's really hard to just model on a computer just everything. Yeah, but it was on this part. Ray, and I guess Clarkus, he was voicing Clarkus on this part. Ray said that the place was solar powered. That wasn't even discussed ever. I don't know where he got that from. I mean, I'm not mad or anything. I just cut it, but I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense. I just don't understand why this place, out of all places, would be solar powered. I don't know. I don't know. But yeah. Guess that's this part done. And then the Wesley jump scare is coming up. Yeah. Whenever I was watching one of like his second drafts of this, I was like, whoa! Got scared. But yeah, this song right here is Mr. Wilson by Optiganally Yours. It's on the Optigan. I don't know if anyone, I don't even know if anyone talks about the Optigan anymore. I did my best attempt at a New Jersey accent on this because it's supposed to be like Chuck E. Cheese. So I tried to do my best New Jersey accent on this part, and then I just pitched down my voice like 5 semitones. This has absolutely zero budget onto it. Just free apps, free music, free everything. Yeah. I didn't like how this line came out. I said it like I was reading something rather than just stating something. So I said, this is what it looks like, blah, 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 instead of, this is what it looks like, to blah, 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 blah. I just didn't like how I said the line, honestly. Ray said that it sounded fine, maybe it's just me. The part that's coming up right here, I think it looks really good. I just don't think it was executed very good. Because it's literally just 2 different pictures. Oh yeah, and I redrew Skippy on that part. Because I didn't like... It wasn't necessarily that I didn't like how Ray drew Skippy. I think it could have been drawn better, and he didn't draw the hair like I wanted, so I just decided to redraw the whole thing. Yeah, I also voiced Yellow Wesley here. I like to call him Yellow Wesley instead of Cyrus Wesley because, I don't know, Cyrus Wesley just doesn't sound as cool as Yellow Wesley. This whole speech is inspired by this Roblox game, Night Shift at Chuck E. Cheese's too. This character, John, he was like the big, scary, spooky murderer. In the game, he like hides keys around, and according to the game, or according to the guy on the night guard, or whatever, I mean, this game, this whole layout, the whole building, the whole everything, takes a lot of inspiration from that game, specifically the key hunt mode. Recently, well, not very recently, it was like 8 months ago, but the place has been taken down off of Roblox, because Chuck E. Cheese, you know, Chuck E. Cheese copyrighted it, so, yeah. It's a real bummer. I really like playing that game. I had to edit this part. He says 1 call is all it would have took to get this place to an empty lot. On the captions it said 1 call is all it would take to get this place to an empty lot, and it doesn't make any sense because he's talking in the past tense, not the present tense. Or future tense. I don't even know if future tense is a word, whatever. Yeah. You sick cat, telling me how long you think I'm gonna last? I remember watching I remember watching this Fusion Z Gamer clip. John says, "Let's see how long you last," and then Fusion Z Gamer says,
"Want to see how long I last? You are one sick mouse."
But yeah, oh yeah, this part I actually really like how that came out. Same with the sign, spinning sign with the light. I think it looks really cool. Same with this part. In the original, it wasn't even accurate to the parking lot. This one, it's actually accurate to the model. I just took a random photo. I'll put it right here. I literally just took a random photo Oh yeah, and this is also one of the other areas that I remodeled to make it look more like a Chuck E. Cheese. You can barely see the windows. It's supposed to be double door, and there's supposed to be 2 black windows. It's supposed to be like dark windows, whatever. Most of these clips are actually just the same. It's literally just taken from the old night shift segment part. Yeah. This one is actually me. It's actually you can barely tell, but it's actually the carpet with a flashlight. So Jacob's like walking up. Yeah, he's like walking over there. There was actually gonna be it was gonna be a lot more detail. I was gonna put a lot more effort into just Deluxe and Tapes 1 even in general, even the Legacy version, whatever. I don't really like how that photo of Jacob looks, honestly. Static on the monitor, and then it finally turns on. You see Weatherly. Clock. This was actually gonna be a lot more. Jacob was gonna be a lot more, like, bored. He was gonna be a lot more miserable. He was gonna be like pulling his hair out and stuff. Not like literally pulling his hair out, but like so bored he's pulling his hair out. Yeah, and Inkstation did the phone. I think he did a pretty good job. I don't know if most of the stuff he said is actually accurate to the story, but I don't really care. Yeah, there's Jacob right there. He's not meant to be scared necessarily. He's just meant to be like just waiting for it to go on. He's just normal, I guess, average. Right here he's supposed to be scared from the door closing so fast. I actually had an audio of me going, "Ugh!" But I didn't put it in there. This is kind of corny. I don't know if anyone noticed this, but on the monitor I actually play like a mouse clicking whenever it switches cameras, but you can't tell that it's switching cameras anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Here's Wesley. This part looks alright. I really like that perspective, and Wesley pops up in the window over there. It's really cool in my opinion. I like how this shot looks. I like it a lot. I intentionally made it to where every single shot in this scene, in the night shift part, is in Jacob's perspective, so you feel like you're Jacob. So you're like just as scared as Jacob, and you can't really tell what's going on. I wanted, no matter what, you're always looking at him, you're always in his POV, or you're at least in the same room as him. I did that all on purpose. Not even to be symbolic or anything, I just wanted it to be scarier, more tense. I just wanted it to feel like you're in his POV, like you're in his shoes. I really like that Jacob photo. Oh yeah. This part was meant to just be his hand, like the cloth on the animatronic, not necessarily his endoskeleton coming off. Yeah. This is this is the janitor's closet, but it's supposed to be where the basement goes down. Yeah, it's whatever. I really like that photo of Jacob, or not Jacob, Wesley. That was gonna be in the original version, but I just decided to put it in this version so it felt like I actually got the night shift part to its fullest potential. In this part, I'm going like he's scared or something. But my voice is kind of high pitched. I'm not a big fan. Then you see the flashlight, and then soon we're gonna see the heart, which was supposed to be my way of getting your anxiety up. Because if anyone uses a heartbeat or like something pulsating, like a pulsating sound just going duh, 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 that's how it's always worked for me. That's how my anxiety always got up. And I kind of took that from Breaking Bad in a way, because the heartbeat. And Crawl Space episode. That's actually me talking as Jacob. I've always voiced Jacob. Yeah, and there we go. That's the entire thing. Honestly, I'm really proud of how it turned out. There goes the VHS. I mean, yeah. There's really not much they have to say. Yeah. I also did a lot of the music in this. Some of the ambient stuff. Most of the sound effects I just took from the CapCut library. Yeah. I'm gonna leave this going because it's supposed to be the end screen, but yeah, I mean, if you liked this, if you don't know about the other episodes, there's 3 other The Like Sense Tapes episodes, but they're not actually full episodes. But yeah, I mean, if you like this, stay tuned.